Hey, what is happening, you dizzy Diglett? That's right, I've created the best, the optimal, the perfect 60 Grimmsnarl EX build, or at least as perfect as it can be for the testing that I've put in with it so far. I'm sure as I test more, I'll change more things about it, but for right now, this is what I've got. I absolutely love the Grimmsnarl EX. The deck is super sick. I think it's super powerful, and will definitely be probably a tier 1, tier 2 deck in the format when it does become legal for tournament play, which won't be until NAIC. That's right, the card's not going to be legal for tournament play for quite a while, but it is available to play with on PTCG Live, and I've been playing a ton of it, and this is what I've come to so far. For anyone who's unfamiliar with the Grimmsnarl EX, it's a stage 2 Dark-type Pokemon, Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, I guess I should say. It's got the ability Punk Up. You may use this ability when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. Search your deck for up to 5 basic Dark Energies and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. Pretty insane ability. And then the attack for 2 Dark Energy, the Shadow Bullet 180. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So the ability is insane. It's got a decent amount of HP for a Stage 2 EX Pokemon. And the attack is okay. Like, the attack's fine. It's solid, and it is enough when we pair it with the Munkidori and the Frostlass, which are the partner Pokemon for the Grimmsnarl EX. So we got a 4-2-3 Grimmsnarl EX line. Morgrim, the stage 1 is pretty good to have in this deck because TM Evo is one of our main ways to get Frostlass in play, so we may as well get a Morgrim on the way through. And then, of course, the synergy between like playing the stage 1 and the Spikemuth Gym here, once during each player's turn, that player may search your deck for a Marnie's Pokemon and put into their hand, is so high that we want to play multiple Morgrim. I was actually up to 3 at 1.3 Morgrim, 1 rare candy. It felt a little bit worse than 2 Morgrim, 2 rare candy, so I went back down to 2-2, but I could see playing a 3-2 split, actually. That'd be like the next thing to try, but this has felt pretty comfortable so far. Of course, it is a Munkidori deck, and we play 4 Munkidori. And the reason I play 4 Munkidori is because there's a ton of board states where we want 3 Munkidori. But if we play 3 Munkidori, we have a pretty high odds of prizing a Munkidori and then only having access to 2 Munkidori. But if we play 4 Munkidori, the odds that we prize 2 Munkidori is not that high, so we can usually create those triple Munkidori board states. And actually, in stuff like the mirror match and some other matchups, we want 4 Munkidori in play sometimes. It can get a little bit weird sometimes. One thing I'll mention about the... Oh, go second. I try and remember to say that at the beginning of the video, but choose second with this deck blind. I don't know which matchups we'd want to go first, if any. Maybe against some of the Noctowl decks, but if you're going in blind, choose second. So if you're playing on PTCG Live Ladder, choose second. With the ability, the Punk Up ability, do not accelerate 5 Dark Energy into play. I don't care if you have like 2 Morgrims and a Grimmsnarl. Leave energy in your deck so you can set up your Munkidoris. Because if you put all your energy in play, you can no longer draw into it. And if you can't draw into it, you can't manually attach to Munkidori to get advantage of the Adrenabrain ability. And that ability is super important for us to actually be able to win games. Except in situations where we no longer want to set up any more Munkidoris or we don't think we'll be able to. At that point, you can thin out the deck more aggressively. And in this build specifically, I do play the 1 of Energy Switch. And that's in here for the purpose of being able to kind of accelerate our Munkidori uses in play. So we can either accelerate an extra energy into play with the Grimmsnarl, which you should do at least 1, but not all 5. So if we go like Rare Candy Grimmsnarl, or evolve from Morgrim to Grimmsnarl, like turn 3, and we have a Impidimp on the bench, you can accelerate 2 energy to the Grimmsnarl EX, and then put 1 energy on the Impidimp, so that way if we find our energy switch, we can energy switch from the Impidimp to a Munkidori, and kind of like set up 2 Munkidoris in a single turn, because if we E-switch from Impidimp to a Munkidori, plus manually attach to a Munkidori, we can use 2 Adrenabrains on a turn, when normally we'd only be able to use 1. And another way you could utilize it as well is if you don't have an extra energy in play to work with, although that's like ideal, you could E-switch from Munkidori to Munkidori to get like an extra Adrenabrain off during that turn. It wouldn't like provide it for you for the next turn. You'd have to manually attach again. So ideally, we do accelerate 1 extra energy into play with the Punk Up, and then we have the E-switch to kind of synergize with that throughout the game. But yeah, 4 Munkidori has been absolutely sick. We don't play that much Pokemon Search in the deck, so naturally drawing into the Munkidoris is great, but also, like I mentioned, we also want a lot of Munkidoris in play, so prizing them definitely is an issue if we go down to 3, so the 4 has felt spectacular. We only have a 2-2 Frostlass line in here, and I am playing a 1-1 split on the Snorunt, and there's no real reason for this, other than the Snowrunts are about the same, or actually are the same for what we play. We don't play basic water energy, so we can't actually attack with either Snorunt. They both have 60 HP, they both have 1 retreat cost, but by playing both, it might trick our opponent into thinking we can attack with our Snowrunts, which I don't know, could lead to them misplaying, trying to play around Ice Shard or Frost Smash. I don't know. We can play a 1-1 split because they both have 60 HP and they both have 1 retreat cost, so they're effectively the same thing, so why not play a 1-1 split? For the early game attackers, I not only have the Badoo in here, which I did cut for a little while, but I did bring back. I also have the Cleffa, and the Cleffa's been pretty sick. So we have a couple different early game options for attacks. We have the Badoo to slow our opponent down with the item lock, Cleffa to supplement our draw power on our turn, or give us extra cards to work with going to our next turn, however you want to think about it. And then we also have the TM Evolution, which is also super powerful to not just get our Frostlass in play, but also get Morgrim set up. So really powerful turn one options. Like I said, we want to choose second, and we want to utilize one of these cards ideally on that first turn, the Cleffa, the Badoo, or the TM Evolution. The initial list that we saw coming out of Japan had the 2 Badoo, but I found pretty quickly that double Badoo definitely felt like overkill for sure. I still like the idea of 1 Badoo, and the only other alternate attacker I'd want to running here besides attacking with Cleffa or Badoo when we're not attacking with the Grimmsnarl would be potentially a Maractus. I haven't really tried out Maractus yet. I felt like I've been able to close out games pretty aggressively, just kind of being on tempo with Grimmsnarl attack after Grimmsnarl attack. So I don't know if we need a Maractus or if it's even worthwhile. Just being more consistent about setting up Grimmsnarls might just be better, but it would be something to maybe test out and try. For the supporter lineup, 4 Arven, 4 Iono, 2 Research, and 2 Boss's Orders. That's another change I made from the list that I initially tried out from Japan, is I cut a counter catcher for a second boss, because I did find myself being the aggressor in quite a few matchups and situations where to close out the games, I would really want a Boss's Orders. We weren't always falling behind. Sometimes we were super far ahead, but it could get awkward to close out games if we couldn't find our Gust effect, and because our opponent wasn't going to be drawing prize cards anytime soon, counter catcher wouldn't be active soon or at all throughout some of the game. So I've gone up to 2 Boss's Orders over the 3 counter catcher, 3 Buddy Poffin, 2 Ultra Ball for the Pokemon search cards. I initially had a Nest Ball in here alongside the Ultra Ball, but I decided to switch it to the Ultra Ball, give us more outs for the Frostlass. The reason I kind of liked the idea of the Nest Ball was having an Arven way to find the Monkey Dory, but we can still do that with Ultra Ball as well. It's just a little bit more costly. I think it's worth the trade-off of having more ways to find the Frostlass, so we're not as reliant on the TM Evolution. And when we open up with Badoo or Cleffa, we can a little bit more comfortably get into that turn 2 Frostlass without having to use the TM Evolution. So I like the idea of that. 2 Candy, like I mentioned, for the Pokemon Recovery, got 1 Nine Stretcher, 1 Super Rod. Feels pretty comfortable. We definitely need some kind of energy search to find our energy for our Monkey Dory, so we have an Earthen Vessel in here. I guess the only other thing to maybe consider with this would just be to play more energy switch. That could be interesting, playing a higher count of energy switch. So when we do use the Punk Up from the Grimmsnarl, we can then just energy switch the energy over to the Monkey Dories. So that could be something to experiment with for sure. That could be really interesting. The only drawback of that would be, like, depending on how popular Badoo is in the format, when it actually comes around to the format that we'd actually be playing in this deck for competition, if there's a lot of Badoo going around, but we still want to set up our Monkey Dories like under item lock, then more energy or outs to energy on the first turn. I guess Earthen Vessel is still an item, so it'd have to be like on that first turn where we use it to search for energy. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, so more E-Switch could actually be interesting for that reason. Of course, we can't use E-Switch if we have no energy in play. So before we get energy set up in play, that's where the Earthen Vessel can still be pretty effective, of course, to set up for like our TM Evolution, or just getting an initial attachment on our Monkey Dory if we have everything else that we needed for turn, going Arven just to get an Earthen Vessel on our first turn, going second. If we have like a Buddy Poffin plus an Artisan to set up our Pokemon, that can be all we need on that turn. So yeah, that'd be something to experiment with. Experiment with would be more energy switch. The ace spec in here, of course, is the secret box. The secret box is absolutely absurd in here. I definitely understand or could see the value of playing some other ace specs in here, specifically Unfair Stamp. Unfair Stamp synergizes super well with these kind of decks that plan to initially lose the prize trade or fall behind on prize cards, I should say, which this deck does. And of course, Arven being able to find Unfair Stamp is super powerful as well. But the secret box is just so absurd. We can use it to get ourselves the stadium. The big combo that we can pull off of this is we can go Arven for secret box finds Spikemuth Stadium, which then finds the Grimmsnarl, plus we can find the rare candy, plus we can find a supporter for next turn, and then we can get a tool card involved if we want as well, the TM Evo, the TM Devo, or the Rescue Board. Those are a little bit less relevant, and I no longer play the Defiance Band in here because it felt like I never needed it. It felt like if I could just set up enough Monkey Dories, that would kind of make up for any kind of damage I was lacking. So I've kind of leaned a little bit more into the Monkey Dories as opposed to the tool cards like the Defiance Band. And it's definitely felt better because Monkey Dory, we always want. Defiance Band, we got to be losing the game. Do we really want to be losing the game? Not really. Of course, we are losing quite a few games with this deck to make then the prize trade comeback at some point. But yeah, setting up more Monkey Dories more consistently feels like it'd probably be better than Defiance Band always. So like more E-Switches. I mean, we would play maybe more Monkey Dories if we could, to be honest, but we kind of can't play more than 4. So more E-Switches, stuff like that would probably be a little bit better. Evo, like I mentioned, we have a Rescue Board in here so we can more aggressively get into the Badoo or the Cleffa without having to sacrifice our energy attachment for turn, or if we don't have an energy in hand, we can Arven for like the Buddy Poffin for the Cleffa or the Badoo, plus the rescue board to then retreat into it if we don't have an energy. And then we have the 1 of TM Devo in here, which is super, super powerful. And depending on what is popular in the meta, I could definitely see playing 2 TM Devo. It's a very, very powerful card up against Dragapult specifically, especially if you catch them on like a turn where we're pretty set up and they don't have any Dragapults in play yet. You can just TM Devo for the turn, like use your Monkey Dories, have a Frostlass set up, TM Devo all their Dracloaks, and then just get like another free turn of Monkey Dories and setting up for our next Grimmsnarl, and then we can kind of steamroll them from there sometimes. So early TM Devos against the Dragapult matchup would be super sick. But having like a follow-up TM Devo would be kind of cool as well. So I don't know. Second TM Devo could be something you consider, especially if it's really, really powerful up against other evolution decks that arise in the format. Like if Charizard does make a comeback, then no more TM Devos for that matchup could be cool as well. So it'd be something to think about, something to consider. For the stadiums, we do have the 2 Spikemuth and the 2 Artisan. What's really, really cool about the stadium lineup in this deck is like how much value we can kind of get out of, or like through our stadiums. Like if we put down Artisan turn 1, we can use it turn 1. Sure, we give it to our opponent, but then going to turn 2, we can like secret box for Spikemuth, so we use Artisan again, and then we put Spikemuth in play, and then we use that stadium. Yeah, we just get like a ton of value out of the stadium. So the 2 and 2 on each stadium might seem like a lot, might seem a little bit overkill, but it's not like playing 4 Artisan, where once you have an Artisan in play, you can't play another Artisan because they're 2 different stadiums. We can use both of them during a turn as long as the other one's stuck around for a turn. And there's not that many stadiums in the format, and a lot of them are Artisan. So if we initially put an Artisan down, our opponent will get value out of it, sure, but then we get value out of it again, and then we bump it with a Spikemuth, and then we get value out of the Spikemuth on the next turn as well. And then the 8 Dark Energy has felt super smooth so far. I don't think I'd want to go less. I've definitely had some games where I'm down to the wire at the last couple energy or so when I need to find the Night Stretcher or find the Super Rod, or I have just enough to close out the game. I could see maybe playing more, but I think I'd probably lean more towards wanting another Earthen Vessel, or even maybe like another energy switch so we can just enable more the energy that is found off the Punk Up. Yeah, I definitely think like the next thing I'd want to experiment with the deck would definitely be including like a higher count of E-Switch. Even up to like 3 E-Switch could be pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. There could be something there for sure. But yeah, that's how I'm running Grimmsnarl right now. The deck is super sick. Like I said, I'm predicting this to be a tier 1, tier 2 deck in the competitive format. I usually don't try and make predictions like this because I don't really care that much. Whatever it ends up being is what it ends up being. But yeah, I'm loving this deck right now. Let's jump into some action and I'll show y'all how to run it. Because basically the biggest thing is just being able to find the stadium. Being able to go Arvin for Secret Box finds the stadium, which finds your Grimmsnarl or your Morgrim or whatever. It's just like super... Secret Box is like super high value, even if it's off of Arvin. For the turn, just super, super high value. Appreciate that, Sleeps. Badoo bench hurt too. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with like that was their initial like Monkey Dory prize card. But I mean, I don't, could I have predicted they play Monkey Dory? Maybe. I guess if you play Dark Energy, you play Monkey Dory. Like if you play Dark Energy, you play Monkey Dory isn't a surprise, but yeah, it's not, definitely not a shock. This opening hand's pretty rough. We need to like top deck a supporter here, or we're probably just kind of screwed. Yeah, Unfair standpoint would be terrible, but I feel the Secret Box is just so high value in this deck. It's actually kind of insane. It's really just the fact that you can get Spikemuth off it. Like, it just brings everything together. The deck plays Dark Energy and doesn't play Monkey. That's a good point. Maybe Poison Moon. I don't know if Poison Moons play it. I guess Baby Moon. The Baby Moon deck doesn't play Monkey. But honestly, what's stopping it from playing a Monkey Dory? I'm gonna have Candy Grimmsnarl next turn. I guess. Pray for a top deck. That's return too valuable in Baby Moon. No, you can eventually get ahead of that. I'm just gonna hold this in case I need to retreat the active next turn because they could whiff an attack. Actually, they have a Noctowl in hand. They do. I can still just wait. Yeah, you can pretty easily get ahead on attachments in Baby Moon. After 2 Sadas in a row, you're already ahead. Like, you don't need the attachment for turn anymore. That's where it can be put down on the monkey or on the what's it called? Yeah, the monkey door. That is what I meant to say. I'll be back. Wait, did they just... No, they did the 150 attack, or the 130 attack, okay. It's weak to dark? Okay, okay. I just need the extra prize card, right? Yeah. Then punch... I'll be the fan rotom, to be honest. I would like to punch the Flareon, I think. But... Dude. Let's go, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Energy switch and counter catcher? We're cooking. Top deck, please. Help me. I used your Hydreigon list and it was awesome, but I have a little problem with charging up the second Obsidian. It was difficult to find the Crispin. I got the counter catcher for on Pokegear. Do you approve? No. You usually use quick search to find Crispin. I definitely wouldn't cut a counter catcher. Yeah. No. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to use 2 Obsidians. Like, it's just hard to use 2 Obsidians. It like basically never happens. Yeah, basically never happens. It's not something that you plan to do. No. Absolutely not. My pitch out was down some turns ago. Well, it sounds like you're basing the change off of one game, which should not be how you make adjustments to a deck. It sounds like you're basing all the changes off of like a single game, which should not be how you bring changes to a deck. I mean, it can, like, you after one game you can make changes, but it sounds like you're being very anecdotal with your adjustment. You're using 1 Obsidian or lose. I mean, if you can get to a second Obsidian, it is good. It's very hard to do that though. Angelite Ink. Nope. Maybe they think they can. Yeah, don't be super anecdotal about one game. Like, if something happens in one game, like, it's just like, that's just like one game. Take it for what it is. Okay, we haven't lost yet. Still not great. Oh wait, hold up. I mean, it can be a little bit better because I can go secret box. Research, Poffin, Artisan. Evo though? Should I actually get the Spike Moth instead? I I should get the spike one, right? Because that's my Candy Grimmsnarl next turn. Are they going to find a stadium next turn? They definitely could. I just go grab Grimmsnarl here. Is it the big one? Oh, I should have taken the Devo. I thought I could maybe Devo next turn. I can't Devo next turn. Well, that answers that question. I did discard. No, I didn't discard one earlier. Okay, sure, whatever. So actually taking a knockout here on the fan item is pretty high value because there is a Grimmsnarl prized. So I normally wouldn't go for this KO. I don't think. I would just leave the fan item trapped. Oh, I reduced the damage I deal anyways. Never mind. I'm not even getting the KO. This is terrible. This is my second candy too. Maybe I should take an eye. Dude, Ionoing on this next turn is so bad though. I should have just left the Devo in the deck. Devo should just... Well, I don't know. I could Devo KO this, I guess, at the very least. Devo KO this. It's not that bad. Does deck want to go first or second? Second. Let's see how much can they actually do here. I mean, they could Angelite this turn, I guess. Angelite's not that good. Maybe they don't know that. Maybe they're gonna boss up my Imp and then Angelite my Grimmsnarl. That's just so bad. That doesn't even make any sense. Just KO the thing. Yeah, just KO the guy. I guess I could have Monkey Doried instead on my last turn. Yeah. There's a big EV here. Oh, they got big EVs everywhere. What the heck? They both have the big EV. Maybe there's two Angelite brained. True. It's possible. Now we're gonna deal with Ursaluna. Bro, come on, give me a chance, man. Give me a chance. Alright, so my best top deck here is Night Stretcher, I believe. Top deck Night Stretcher, Candy Grimmsnarl, attack. One time. I could Devo this thing. Oh, it's only 180 on it. It actually wouldn't die. Oh my gosh. It would just take... They would both take 10 damage. They have abilities from my Frostlass. I think I'd rather just build up a Monkey Dory. I want to put... If I put Artisan in play, they could actually discard this, which would be kind of... I don't think I want to put Artisan in play. We got a Grim. Both my monkeys are dead. Okay. Let me just get this guy. Alright. Alright. It's fine. Just Devo, right? No, I don't think we Devo. So we need a Grimmsnarl here. Okay. No, I don't think the Devo makes sense there. We need to find Super Rod and Night Stretcher at this point. Can't use Knock with no Terra. Devo just puts the cards back in their hand. They can just evolve them back. Also, these things are Terra Pokemon. They can, yeah. Not only are the EVs Terra Pokemon, but they can evolve the EVs back into the Terra Pokemon. That's it? That's their whole turn? But don't I just win? Wait, no, not yet. Okay, I don't just win. I was getting excited. I was like, oh my gosh. They have nothing? That's it? A dubby? get Super Rod here, I can get like another Monkey Dory set up. That's such luck. Actually, dude, this, what the heck? I didn't realize I was getting so few cards. I'm hitting this for 180. I have 3 prize cards left. I don't want to take a knockout though, right? Because then that turns on. Actually, no, Flareon's already on the bench and can swing. I don't want to give them a bench space though. Don't want to give them bench space. Don't want to give them Fez draw. So I don't want to take a KO here. Just do this. 10 HP left. Oh yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. I was like kind of second guessing what I just did, but no, this makes sense. So now they either need Boss or Noctowl, or yeah. Oh, but they can Angelite this turn, but that doesn't even save them. Yeah, that doesn't even save them. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. It feels pretty good. All right, chilling. Where do we, dude? I feel like we had. I mean, they didn't draw ridiculously well, but it was definitely like a slow come up. Couldn't you just Vessel plus Artisan for second monkey? No, both my monkeys are in my discard pile. So that's why I waited for the Super Rod. Into the Angelite? It doesn't matter though, we win. It's a dub. Iono for boss. Every time. Easy dub, bro. This matchup, actually, you know what? I was gonna say this matchup is free. This matchup is actually free if they don't play Leafeon. But this matchup is terrible turn they have. All right, they probably have a turn 2 attack. I mean, I can Arven for Vessel. No, I can't get Vessel as, oh no, I have to go TM Evo Research actually. Oh, my hand's not as good as I thought it was. For some reason, I thought my hand was way better than it is. I can't even TM Evo out of this hand. Dude, losing both these and, dude, come on. What if I got Secret Box? Use this, Secret Box away this. No, it still doesn't even do it. I can't get Poffin. Yeah, what the heck? That sucks. Dude, what the heck? Dude, what the heck? Oh my gosh, okay. I need to get this is so bad. Any evolve? Wait, I don't even know if there's a second Morgrim in the deck. Okay, thank goodness. Oh wow. Pretty awful, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty awful start. Maybe I should just play more Poffins though. Maybe that's the answer. Just play more Buddy Poffins. Or Nest Ball. Just more Pokemon Search in general. That honestly might be the answer. Just play more Pokemon Search. It is where a lot of the power. So do you think we should run like 2 boss? I think sometimes there's these matchups that we can just do boss kill both basics like Zero Curlia. With this deck? No. I mean, I don't think that's like an actual play that comes up. Are you playing Marnus already? I got the streamer client, so streamers get access to the, access to the cards early. No, I'm joking. I couldn't even keep it up for that. Oh my god, they play the Leafeon, bro. Yeah, pin message. Angelite? They can't Angelite. Well, they can Angelite that one. They can't Angelite both of them. Okay, that's good. Dude, this is still just so bad. Help, man, help! We're just gonna get cooked in this one, I think. I mean, it's so hard to beat the Leafeon. Like, the Leafeon's almost impossible to beat. Leafeon by itself like solos our whole deck. Maybe the E-switch is like too situational. That should just be more consistency. Can they just Angelite again? No. Angelite says you can't use Angelite if you used Angelite last turn. You can Devo the Leafeon. I might have to hit it first. I also don't have my Devo anymore, so that'd be tough. If I hit the Leafeon, I can just hit the Leafeon again and it dies. Like, I can just hit the thing twice. But if I hit it once, I have to hit it once to begin with. Why do so many people take so long to take a damn turn on this damn game? Because they hate you, specifically. And they're doing anything they can to hold you down. So you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta be like, nah, not today. Rise above it. And complete your game. And get the dub to prove them wrong. Alright, let's go. Badoo. Not today. You have to be like, not today. How do you feel about Jack in this deck? Doesn't seem very good. Seems pretty mid if you ask me. Pretty garbage. I was gonna get Counter Catcher to punch this thing. I think I need the Poffin though, right? Some more imps on my side. I need those imps, man. I can KO this Eevee. How good is KOing this Eevee though? Actually seems pretty decent. I just go with the 2. And the Eevee seems okay. Should I do it though? Making this thing harder seems okay as well. I kind of don't want to KO it though. I don't know. I kind of... Maybe I just go after the Hoot to like pressure it to evolve. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this. It'll be fine. What if Trolley was the better ace spec to play? No, I don't think it is. Usually if you find one Buddy Poffin, we're feeling pretty good. You don't really need that much to get going initially. You find like, because you just need like something like this or even like less. One impotent less than this would be fine. Then we can find our Monkey Dories later. Also, we don't play that many outs to Arven turn 1, so... Yeah, Secret Box is just so broke. I don't know, Secret Box is just so broken. Secret Box also like finds us a Poffin plus a Stadium, which is basically Trolley. Plus more. Frostlass will get Angelited. Please, bro, please Angelite me here. Please, please, do it, do it. I would love it if they Angelited here. That would be so sick. Is there Grass Energy prized? Okay, I'm okay with this. Do it. Angelite me. Actually, I don't even know if that's correct. I have the Dark Energy for it, is what I'm thinking. All right, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I also get to KO the Hoot here. No, this is definitely correct because I get to KO the Hoot. X-Man. Jobbin'. Hooked on oxycodone. Shoot, I had the candy for the... Oh, dude, I shouldn't have used this yet. I messed up. Dude, I got punished for it. I got punished for it. Like, that's insane. I literally got punished for misplaying. Because if I hadn't used Spike Muth, then I would have had Candy, Grimmsnarl, then I could have replaced this and got the run. I literally got punished. That's crazy. Being punished here is so lame, man. I did think about it literally after I used this to get this. Now I feel like I have to wait because I have the Candy combo with Spike Muth. Yeah, I gotta wait now. Punish, bro. There's a really good example of the sequencing question I asked earlier. Yeah. So, like, I used the Spike Belt beforehand, but like there was the... I didn't need to rush into this Impidimp. And keeping around the option just in case I draw Candy was definitely better. The hard retreat? Oh, wait, do they have Angelite here? Angelite would actually be kind of annoying. Not if they don't have a Stadium replacement, though. We're still cooking if they don't have a Stadium replacement. They're down so many energy at this point. Oh, they're just KOing it. Okay. We should the Prime Sub there. Cranky Nanny. Why is Guardian considered a bad matchup for Sylveon deck? It's just... I don't even know how to explain. It's just bad. Yeah. There's a better way to explain it for sure. It's considered a bad matchup because it is a bad matchup. I'm about to KO this. We're chilling. I was like, am I scared of getting both my Grimmsnarls Angelited next turn? They couldn't Angelite 2 turns in a row? Oh, that's true. They did just Angelite. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie. Got hooked on oxycodone. That's a dub, bro. That's a dub. A mirror. Give me another imp. That's all for the boy. Maybe should have held the energy, to be honest. I maybe should have held the energy so I could team Evo off the active. But getting Monkey Dory set up if it is mirror is like pretty important, so not sure, to be honest. Oh, it's Charizard? Okay, interesting. Oh, probably just Iono here, to be honest. Preserve the supporters, preserve the counter catcher. Just chill, hang out, have a good time. We'll see what they do with this 8-card hand, though. I guess Badoo is also reasonable here. Actually, we could go... I could go Rescue Board plus... No, honestly, this might be a... Oh, hang on. They're about to team Evo, actually. Never mind. I was going to say this would be a good Rescue Board plus Badoo angle, actually. If they team Evo, then maybe not. Well, it's still pretty good. What the heck? Their turn's about to be nuts. And maybe they don't have the energy. If they don't have the energy for the Evo, then we definitely get up there and do that. Actually, do I Badoo them, though? Like, what am I... Maybe I Badoo them. No. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So are they ever going to print more A-Spec cards? Not... No, this cycle of A-Specs is over. Yeah, this cycle of A-Specs is over. I don't even know if item lock's that good here, to be honest. It's not bad, though. Oh, they actually have the Team Evo play. Okay, sure. Well, see, now I wish I had actually saved the energy. Let's see what the top deck is. I mean, that is Candy Grimmsnarl, but I had that anyways, and that's like not that good of a play here. Yeah, maybe I do just play it. Maybe I do the play. Oh my gosh, I prize it. All right. Prize my rescue board. Let's get it, man. That's sick. That's sick, man. That's sick. So do you still think Dragon Ball Zard is bad? Yes. Why? Because there's too many other decks that are better than it. Dude, I could have stopped that. I could have stopped that, dude. If I had my rescue board, I would have stopped this. Dude, chill. All right, we're fine. We're fine. This is fine. They're gonna go KO my. Honestly, the best thing for them to KO is probably my snow run. My run is valuable here. Okay. Okay, Pult Zard is bad, but how do you feel about Zard Pult? It's even worse. That's assuming that Zard is the... Zard Pult assumes that the Zard line is thicker. Want to accelerate a third fire to the Cloak Man? I mean, they might just not have it. It could be in hand or prize or something. Is the EV deck good? Yeah, it's pretty solid. Definitely a solid deck. Definitely solid. We can play Team Rocket's Pokemon? Nope. Read the pinned message in chat. I mean, this is still like fine. I'm not like too worried about our situation here or anything like that. Push the Dimp. Ooh. I could go. I think the play here is just like get rid of these. It doesn't really matter what I get rid of. Oh, sure, whatever. This. Get the Frostlass. I want to punch the active. I'm going to punch something this turn. I could have Iono'd instead, I guess, but they only have a 4-card hand. Okay, no candy. No energy for Evo, of course. Gotta not have it. What they have? Prime Catcher there? They could definitely have Boss. We definitely just go double Morgrim here. This is fine. We still like win in like 2 attacks, so if we can just like, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Any idea what you're playing for Portland yet? No, I'm gonna figure it out on Monday. What deck do you like so far, Marnie or Stevens? Or both? Grimmsnarl deck is the better deck, which I assume is the actual question you're asking. I don't have anything wrong or against the Stevens deck. It's just not competitive. There are some things I want to change about. I think I do just want to go down to 1 TM Evo. I think 1 Badoo, 1 Team Evo is actually just enough, to be honest. 1 Badoo, 1 Team Evo. Honestly, the Badoo is just like not that good though. It's just like super mid, but it's not bad. I don't know. Sure. I guess it like cycles me 6 cards further into my deck, so I'm kind of fine with this. Nice. Pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. No complaints. No complaints. Punching their active definitely seems fine here. Yeah, punching the active seems fine here. It almost feels like a waste. I don't know, actually. Punching the active almost feels like a waste here. I would get a Nest Ball off the Arvin if there was one to get, but there's not. I almost want to go chase this guy down, the Dracloak, and just KO it before it becomes a Dragapult, because all their energy is tied up on this guy. Actually seems kind of good. Excuse me. Just have one infinite here, right? Oh, two. Okay, sure. I can do this. Oh, what am I getting rid of off this, though? If I was to do this. Shoot, I actually don't know what I'm getting rid of. I was like, I wanted to use the secret box, but now that I'm like seeing it, I'm like, wait, what am I grabbing? Wanna be alright. I want to keep the candy. Maybe I get rid of the candy? Or maybe I keep the candy and get rid of double supporter. Okay, no, this is the play, because I can get another supporter here. So I can go like this, get Iono. Artisan Devo. Actually, I'm going to keep the Devo in the deck, get the Defiance. And then for the item, I don't really think that far ahead. So what item I want. What do we have left? Coffin maybe, just to thin out the deck, and then get another Monkey Dory. Vessel, Night Stretcher could get what? Vessel gets me energy, but I don't really need energy. So are you? Maybe it is Vessel. Sure. Excuse me. I am gonna counter catcher now, right? Yeah. That's this guy. It's weird, I don't have like Candy Grimmsnarl in hand, but I am putting the candy back in the deck. Another Monkey Dory. I'll have the candy to work with on the next turn, I guess. Is that 70? I mean, that seems fun. I could have put it on the Dracloak as well, I guess. I'm like kind of setting up for a Devo play, but we'll see how this goes, actually. I don't know how it's going to go. Can you kill both Lokes and Catcher? I don't really care about killing the other Loke, though. I want to set up for a Devo play, I think, more so than anything. If I just kill both Lokes, and they could just go like Candy Charizard to set up another Charizard, and then I have to deal with all that. But if this guy doesn't have energy, I don't really care, I don't think. And their access to their energy comes from like Charizard, or their aggressive access to energy, I guess I should say, comes from Charizard. One problem with this situation though is like lack of. Well, one, I used a counter catcher there, which feels kind of mid. I don't know. Using counter catcher there was actually like pretty mid, right? That was like kind of bad. Was it bad? I don't know. It was like not great. Punching the Charizard also there felt pretty mid as well. It felt pretty mid. Did the Frostless damage the opponent's monkey? Yeah, I think so. I think I was at 2, now it's at 3. Metagrossation or Metagross Tinkaton? Neither. Both those seem terrible. I guess in Tinkaton, maybe it's not the worst thing ever, but both seem pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have moved. Maybe I should have just punched the Charizard. The more no, but getting rid of the Dracloak with its energy seemed kind of cool. But was that worth it? I don't know if that was worth it, actually. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if that was worth it. Dude, Defiance Man is also kind of like another card I want to cut from this deck. Seems kind of mid. Everything seems mid. It's all mid. Sure, that's fine. I didn't have Candy Grimmsnarl in hand anyways. That's really all I'm looking for at this point is Candy Grimmsnarl, to be honest. Well, not just for more Grim is okay, I guess. I thought Grimmsnarl was in the deck, right? I think so. I don't really want any of these cards that went to the bottom of the deck, though. So I don't really want to use the Artisan. I guess go Nitrogen for more Grim Research. I don't know where my last Grimmsnarl is, though. Is Defiance for pawns? I have no clue, to be honest. I just haven't used it. I feel like a second E-Switch would be good? No. Interesting. I mean, it's like okay, I guess. I think I just fully play for Devo here. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We have so much damage in play. I just punch their active. I'm punching their active almost into range of getting knocked out, so I'm not sure. Hope there's a Grimmsnarl left. I honestly just don't know if there is. Uh-oh, this hand is not finding it anytime soon, even if there is. Uh-oh. I have the Devo play lined up, though. I'm gonna put this here ahead of time. I maybe played too much into this Devo line, though. I don't know. We'll see. We tried using the base deck? No. Could the find something for another Ultra? No, it wouldn't be an Ultra Ball. It'd be more stuff for early game. Honestly, 4th Monkey Dory seems kind of good. There's like so many board states where I want 3 Monkey Dory, but then I prize one or one deck dies early. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I think going for this Devo line of play that I was like trying to play for is just like was like bad. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a better way to go about this for sure. Right now, the way to go about this is top deck Grimmsnarl, but if I don't get that, we're kind of in trouble. If I don't top deck the Grimmsnarl, we're definitely in big trouble. I did play some Steven earlier. Yeah, it was okay. Definitely not competitive right now. How do you feel about TM Evo so far? I've been playing the deck a lot today and haven't had it come up or be better than Badoo most of the time. Maybe I'm just trolling, though. The Evo feels better than the Badoo to me, if you can find it. Finding is kind of the harder part, though. It's easier to pull off a turn 1 Badoo than it is to pull off a... It's easier to pull off a turn 1 Badoo than it is to pull off a turn 1 other thing. Oh, wait, did they win? Am I trolling? Wait, they don't win. Wait, what are they doing? What happens if I just bring up one of their Charizards, though? And trap it. What does this thing have? Do they just like have Turo in hand? Is that why they made this play? Is because they literally have Turo in hand? I could go boss. This guy. They move 30 over here. 80. I could evolve to the second Frostlass, but it doesn't seem necessary. It's on the bottom. I think I haven't shuffled my deck still, right? From the Iono earlier. So it was on the bottom of my deck. I don't want any of that. I guess I could attach this here so I don't have to use... If I own me into Grimmsnarl, I don't have to... No, but I want to say this for a Monkey Door. I have the prize cards. Alright, Devolution. Sure. Let's see what happens. Is one monkey in the deck? No, it's prized. My last Monkey Door is prized. Sure. Yeah, I don't know where my last monkey's prized. My last monkey's prized. If it's not, I'm trolling, but if they had Rod, don't they just win? Yeah, I guess. They have to have it though. Yeah, I still only have 3 monkeys in here. Is there anywhere to find the playlist? Yep. Use the command, exclamation point playlist. The bend, bro? They got how to get bendy with it? They can research into Super Rod Ultra Ball still to bring back Charizard double energy. A dub. Double Morgrim's prize? Bro, I'm cooked. I should actually check my prize cards there. It's fine though. Farpass plus Jet plus Chorus Engine. It's time. No, chill. What set is Grimmsnarl a part of? It is part of the Destined Rivals set, but it released early in a starter deck. Kind of like the League Battle decks with like Charizard EX. It's like that, but it released before it actually released in a main set. If you want to unfair sim, it forces you to play Chorus to find the stadium. Yeah. Yeah, true. Going for the Metagross deck later. I already played some Metagross earlier. I want to give Metagross another try. I just don't know how I want to run it. I don't fully know how I want to run Metagross. We were at a trolley build when we ended, but there might be more to like still cook. Candy in there? Candy's in there. Dude, only one Morgrim is criminal. What if we went... It could be a double Frostlass game. I could go double Frostlass. I go like this. Get Morgrim. It's like an imp. We're getting too reckless here, though. We're getting a little too reckless. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Double Frostlass. That's insane. Don't crucify me, but the Steven theme deck feels kind of good as it is, low key. I mean, no one's gonna crucify you. People are just gonna say, nah. Don't be a burger, bro. Honestly, don't know what's in the base deck, but there's no way. There's no way. Capping out the Chungus for sure. Yeah, you're just straight capping out the Chungus. When are you streaming today? Exactly. The only thing I'm scared of on their board is Duskull. Dude, that guy is a real... Oh, he's wanna... He's just not very cool. He's not very friendly. I'm gonna get like really cheesy here. All right, I'm gonna ignore the Duskull here though. I'm gonna ignore him. Yeah, I could double monkey the Duskull. I'm gonna let him live though. I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live his life on the bench. I don't really want to take a knockout and give him like Fez draw either. Yeah, I don't want to give him the Fez draw either. I'm just gonna chill. How many energy do they play, bro? You're down 3 energy. There's no way. I guess it could be 7. That's not crazy, right? 7, 8. Maybe they should have Turo though. They could also just have Turo here. Or maybe they have Candy Zard here or something. I'm gonna put double Zard in play. Is too much, I think. No, it's not that unreasonable, depending on the Zard build. It's not crazy. It's not wild. It's not insane. Want some kind of duck to counter the skull? Yes, if only. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Am I gonna cook them next turn? Is it just over? Oh no. Switch? Dude, that is insane. Oh! My Morgrim? Wait, I don't even care about that. They just lose. I'm just gonna hit him with the Devo. Dude, I'm a Monkey Dory deck, bro. What are you doing? I'm a Dory Dingus deck. I don't even fuck with Grimmsnarl like that, bro. You don't even get it. I was never gonna even put him in play. I don't really like that guy. So it's a Frostlass Monkey Dory deck. Ah! It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not even worried. It is gross, but two. Three. When I de-evolve this, it dies, right? They can keep the the Grim off the prize cards goes crazy. I honestly probably should take away their Cleffa. Yeah, I probably should take away their Cleffa because that's like draw power for them, I guess. I don't know. Nah, Noisy, you've been caught. You've been busted. You're a fraud. Remember that. Marty Grims is there for the moral support. Yeah, big time, big time. Gamer is right though. I would never lose the game. Putting two Frostlass in play will never lose me the game in like this matchup. It could lose me the game in other matchups. It can lose you the game against like other Monkey Dory decks or other like Dragapult, stuff like that. What, bro? Pack it up, bro. Why? Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Pack it up. It's time to go. I have game on board. You're done, buddy. The Cleffa is cooked. We'll let him cook. We'll let him cook. We try and reestablish their board. Trying to build it back. A dub. That's a dub. Dude, this man's all. What is he bundling? He's like, dude, he's cheesing, bro. He just got home to the igloo, bro, after a hard day of work, bro. He's all bundled up. But it's not, it can't be warm in there, bro. It cannot be warm in there. This man is freezing for sure. Like, he's cheesing, but he ain't cheesing. Like, there's no way. It's fake, bro. He's putting on a show. YouTube chat dead? Oh, thanks for the heads up. Fixed. Yeah, it's gonna have to be on YouTube chat. I don't know why it's breaking so much today. Some days I feel like it doesn't break at all. Some days it does break though. Y'all just have to let me know when it's broken. Like, if you put something in YouTube chat and it doesn't make its way on screen, that means YouTube chat is broken. You just have to come over to Twitch chat real fast and then just tell me it's broken. I'll fix it immediately. It takes like 1 second to fix. I don't know why it breaks though. He needs to be cold. If he's hot, he'll melt. Is that actually like Snowrunt lore? Honestly, he looks like he looks like he's straight out of like a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes or something. The way he's cheesing like that. Read the flavor text. They said that a home visited by a snowrunt will prosper. It can withstand cold of minus 150. Dude, I love how Pokemon stuff is always just taken to like some absurd extreme. Like Machamp will be like, it is said that if anything ever weighed enough, it could like lift up the earth or something just like absolutely absurd. It's just something so ridiculous. It said that Machamp can bench press the moon. Oh shit, that's sick. Bench press the moon, you say? See, these are the kind of situations where it kind of feels like, well, I drew into the candy, so it doesn't really count, but I was gonna say, these are the situations where it kind of feels like I wish I had 2 candy, because it feels like I'm gonna have a candy turn coming up, and then I drew into the candy, so. Because like if I'm doing this split of evolving out and then they KO my Frostlass, then all of a sudden I'm relying on candy. I don't know. Maybe 2 candy is better. Maybe 2 candy is better. Honestly, maybe like a 3-2, like 3 Morgrim and 2 candy. The thing is, if you don't prize a Morgrim, 2 Morgrim is way more than enough. Sometimes when you only have 1 Morgrim, you wish you had a second. You don't really ever need 2 candy. But if you prize your candy, the thing is like drawing into the candy naturally is so powerful though. I don't know, it's tough. You appreciate the prime stuff there, Mats. If you don't prize a Morgrim, then 2 Morgrim is plenty. You don't need a 3rd Morgrim. So when you play 2 and then you prize 1, sometimes it's like, oh shoot, that kind of sucks. Yeah, maybe 2 candy, 2 Morgrim is correct though, because prizing your 1 a candy can be really, really bad. My hand is also dead here, which is pretty bad, but I don't know, maybe we'll top deck. Who knows? Maybe lucky. This would actually be a situation where that Cleffa would be good, to be honest. Instead of actually using TM Evo here, I would have gone Poffin for Cleffa. Poffin for Cleffa, bench Monkey Dory, retreat to Cleffa, Cleffa for 3. If we play Cleffa, obviously we don't play Cleffa, but if we play Cleffa, I would do that here. Getting jammy with it, bro? Chill out. It's not that serious. I mean, if they whiff here, I can go Candy, Grimmsnarl, Ultra Ball for Frostlass. Set up double Frostlass. Oh no, maybe I save the Ultra Ball to get another Grimmsnarl, actually. Yeah, actually, I don't think I play it like that. No. I don't really like the 3 research build, to be honest. Seems like there's just some times where you don't want to discard stuff. I mean, what are you doing instead, then? What are you playing instead? The researchers are like... I don't know. I mean, I guess you could play... No, the researchers are actually have been so good, to be honest. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you, but we can go our separate ways on this one. The researchers have actually just been kind of broken. Oh, I should have put this in place so it could have built up damage, to be honest. I kind of trolled that a little bit. I mean, I really need a top deck of supporter, not an energy, so... I'm gonna get 2 prize cards. I could punch this so I'd actually get 3 prize cards. I will need another imp here anyways. I could double imp. Then I'll have to deck by 1 more card. I think it's actually fine. For the rate that I'm gonna get my access to Monkey Dories from here on out, this should actually be okay. Yeah. I'll take the 3rd prize card as well. I guess it'll be a 3rd prize card coming back into my turn, but I still get it eventually. How's the deck been? Great. From Charles Sick. Why are we clicking instead of dragging? Don't talk to me. We at least have Ultra Ball for another. Actually, we have Counter Catcher as well. We have Ultra Ball, Grimmsnarl, Counter Catcher on the next turn. That should be enough to like win the game, basically. We should be okay. In most matchups, is Frostlass usually the play? In most matchups, is Frostlass usually the play? Yes. Is one Frostlass usually the play? Yes, yes. Would you consider this competitive? Yes, of course, yes. For sure. First roar? Bro, pack it up! Dude, you're just not built for this league, Raging Ball. I'm sorry, bro. Back to the binder with you, buddy. This is embarrassing. You're facing down a new deck. No development in the league. And you're getting mopped like this, bro. This is embarrassing, brother. Back it up. Top 1, by the way. Raging Ball got no aura. Dude, it's so true. The aura is lacking big time. 2 energy left. I'm trying to think about how I'm playing this. This goes here, obviously. I don't have to secret box right now. I can just wait. So I can just evolve here. I think the answer is actually yes. Yeah. Straight up no aura, bro. It's fine. Yeah. Raging Ball's all skibbity no riz. All skibbity no riz. Is this the only new competitive deck from the new set? Who knows? The set's not out yet. Still plenty of time for things to develop and change and happen. This is the only competitive deck probably between this and Steven's Metagross. Is this deck a hard counter to Gardevoir? No clue. Seems like it should probably be a pretty good matchup, but honestly I don't know. Mind Bend sounds annoying, but I guess you could just retreat. Isn't this just insta-loss to Pulp? No, the Pulp matchup is actually favorable. Favorable matchup for sure. I think this deck is like favored against any evolution deck. Like you're favored against every single evolution deck. Like you're favored against Pulp, Favorite against Charizard. There's another one someone asked about. Probably favorite against Gardevoir as well. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're literally just favored against every evolution deck. Mammo Swine? Yeah, you definitely farm Mammo. Actually, I don't know. You can maybe lose. No, you probably body Mammo, to be honest. Leafeon food? Okay, not every evolution deck, every stage 2 deck. I think you beat every stage 2 deck. But yeah, Leafeon is an auto lot. The Leafeon EV box with a Leafeon is pretty bad. All right, another dub.